Peace, peace, good people. um, as I mentioned in the earlier video that I uploaded, I mentioned that we was going to deal with Rule 5.1. So before we begin, let me just briefly say that these rules, it's mentioning about law firms and things of that nature, but it's also talking about associations, and those associations are the interactions on a day-to-day basis with attorneys with one another. And of course, this is the reason why we're putting it up here, is that judges are attorneys. So these rules apply to judges as well. So when the prosecutor, who's an attorney, starts to violate the rules of their professional conduct, then it is the obligation upon the judge to correct them. In fact, any attorney in the room, it is an obligation upon them to correct or report the behavior of an attorney that is in violation. So if it's a district attorney, a private attorney, personal attorney, a court-appointed attorney, the judge, attorneys sitting in the stands, any attorney. So we want to pay attention to these rules, and when these transgressions occur from these attorneys, it would be a good idea to remind the judge who's overseeing all of the attorneys in the room about Rule 5.1. And it goes, Rule 5.1, responsibilities of partners, managers, and supervisory lawyers. Supervisory lawyers, whenever it says supervisory lawyers, it doesn't just mean supervisory lawyers inside of a law firm. This pertains to the judge. Let us continue. A partner in a law firm and a lawyer who individually or together with other lawyers possess comparable managerial authority in a law firm shall make reasonable efforts to ensure that the firm has in other words, it has an effect. It's effective. Measures giving reasonable assurance that all lawyers in the firm conform to the rules of professional conduct. B, a lawyer having direct supervisory authority over other lawyer, right? This is a judge. A lawyer having direct supervisory authority over another lawyer shall make reasonable efforts to ensure that the other lawyer conforms to the rules of professional conduct. C, a lawyer shall be responsible for another lawyer's violation of the rules of professional conduct if a lawyer shall be responsible for another lawyer's violation of the rules of professional conduct. We doubled up on that. If, 1, the lawyer orders or, with knowledge of the specific conduct, ratifies the conduct involved. The lawyer is a partner or has a comparable managerial authority in the law firm in which the other lawyer practices, or has direct supervisory direct supervisory authority over the other lawyer, and knows of the conduct at a time when its consequences can be avoided or mitigated, but fails to take reasonable remedial action. And I think that's enough for today. People, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and peace. We out.